The happy ending is you continuing to be the soft, loving person that you are, despite the way the world has tried to defeat you. Maybe it is a calm nervous system, a peacefulness that cannot be threatened. Maybe the happy ending is you moving on, is you giving yourself the love you never got, but always wanted. Maybe the happy ending is you embracing change, is you going in the direction of the things that grow you and move you and magnate your spirit. Sometimes we have to remind ourselves that we are not responsible for other people's poor behavior towards us, or their gaslighting, or their manipulation, or their unkindness. That's on them. What's on you is how you choose to respond, to set boundaries, know your worth, and not let their actions impact the beautiful soul that you are. One of the greatest tragedies in life is that you will always be loved more than you will ever know. Someone in your class finds your presence inviting and warm, even if you've only exchanged a few words with them, or maybe none at all. Someone on the street loves your smile, and it brightens their path for the next few blocks. Someone you used to be friends with still wishes to fondly call your name. Even someone you were friends with 5 years ago would give anything to be in the same room as you today. Someone who regularly comes into work is disappointed when you aren't there to brighten their day. Someone missed you today. Someone noticed when you were gone. Someone loves you when you're there. Someone loves you when you're nowhere to be found at all. You may think you have always disappeared when you're no longer in the picture, but you've never left the frame.
If it's meant to be, it will happen. No need to stress over it. Find your happiness inside, because nothing else can truly give it to you. Stick with the things that make you feel alive, not just comfortable. Surround yourself with people who see you for who you really are. Make peace with where you've been, it's part of the story. Never let giving up be an option. Not now, not ever. You always have the power to choose your next step. Stop chasing what keeps slipping away. Miracles are real. Believe in them. Always trust your gut. It knows what your heart needs. You can't change people, but you can love them as they are. Change is part of the process. Don't fight it. Forgive yourself for the things you didn't know back then. Just be yourself and everything will fall into place.
The painful truth is that sometimes we have to destroy ourselves completely. Then we can finally be reborn. In life, hitting rock bottom isn't the end. It's the beginning of transformation. Nietzsche once said, "One must still have chaos in oneself to give birth to a dancing star." It's in the chaos, the destruction of who we thought we were, that the possibility for something new emerges. We often resist this fall, clinging to what is familiar, afraid of the unknown that awaits below. But to rise, we must first descend. Sometimes we need to go even further down, beyond rock bottom, stripping away all the layers of our old selves that no longer serve us. This journey into the depths is terrifying, messy, and isolating. But it's necessary. Only by confronting our darkness, our failures, and our vulnerabilities can we create space for the light to return. In that destruction, we are not lost. We are liberated. From the ashes of what once was, a new version of ourselves can emerge, stronger, wiser, and more authentic. The descent is not a punishment. It's a prerequisite for growth.
One of the most important lessons in life, remember to have an attitude of gratitude, of humility. Understand where the gift comes from. It's not mine. It's been given to me by the grace of God. Use what I have. Use what you have to help others. You know, on your last day, you can't take it with you.
Yes, that's true.
But you can leave it there.
It's funny how the hardest moments and the most pain you experience can make you see everything clearer. You're overthinking so much that you're missing the moment right in front of you. Don't be afraid of what's ahead. It's just as unfamiliar with you as you are with it. The best advice I've ever heard is, you must change at least one thing, or you'll keep living the same story over and over. When you feel like fading away, you really just want to be seen, so don't put up your walls at that moment. You will never find what feels like home if you are constantly searching for a place, rather than a heart that matches yours. Someone is going to come into your life one day and choose you, and later on, you will realize that they are never going to stop choosing you. You'll finally accept peace.
One of the most underrated blessings is leaving your house and making it back home every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an underrated blessing that we just assume it's gonna happen. And every single day, cats leave the crib and they don't make it back to their children. They don't make it back to their spouses. But we leave our house every single day. We just assume, like, man, I'm gonna make it back. I'll see you later, right? And it's like, man, who promised you that?
It's okay to miss someone and still know they don't belong in your life anymore. Relationships are like seasons. Some are long, some are short, but all serve a purpose in our growth. It's natural to miss the good times, to remember shared laughter and experiences. But missing someone doesn't automatically mean you need to rekindle the relationship. Appreciate the memories, but also recognize that it's okay if that relationship has run its course. You're not obligated to keep people in your life forever. You're allowed to outgrow relationships. You're allowed to choose peace over familiarity.
Never blame anyone in your life. Good people give you happiness. Worse people give you experience. The worst people give you a lesson. And the best people give you cherished memories. Life has a way of surprising us. The ones we lean on can let us down, and the ones we least expect can lift us up. Some people break us with their words, while others see past our flaws and love us anyway. People come and go when we least want them to, and some stay even when we push them away. The challenge is knowing who deserves our trust, our care, and who doesn't. It's all part of the journey, learning to hold on and learning to let go. It's about embracing the joy and pain, the laughter and tears. Each experience shapes us, making us stronger and wiser. And in the end, it's the lessons and the memories that define our journey. Cherish the good times, learn from the bad, and always keep moving forward. Remember this when life gets tough. Life is a lot like driving. Sometimes you get lost, and sometimes you have to take streets you don't like. Maybe they're full of traffic, or maybe they're too bumpy, but they lead you where you need to go. Each rough patch has a purpose that will teach you a lesson and make you stronger. You might not get why you're on a hard road, but trust the process. Every path, no matter how hard, is needed for your growth. The bumps in the road are steps to where you need to be. Keep going, even when the way is unclear or crowded. You have a place you're meant to reach. The funny thing about life is that we can have so much and still feel something's missing. There's always that empty spot making us wonder why. We make excuses, looking for reasons for this feeling, wondering if there's a fix. It's because we can't let go. Holding on to a dream of a perfect life, we forget that good things take time. There are only 3 types of people in your life. First are the leaf people. These are people who come into your life just for a season. They are there to take what they need. And as soon as it gets cold, or a wind blows in your life, they are gone. Second are the branch people. Although they are stronger than leaves, You have to test them out before you run out there and put all your weight on them. They may stay with you for a few seasons, but they will break away when life becomes tough. And finally, the root people. These people are very important because they don't do things to be seen. Their only wish is to support you and help you live a strong and healthy life. And even if you go through a difficult time, they will hold you up. They love you just the way you are. And in return, they ask for nothing but your well-being and happiness. Cherish these root people, for they are the foundation of your life's garden, nurturing you through every season with unwavering love and support. In case no one has told you lately, you are amazing, strong, brave, wonderful, kind, loved, worthy, and there is no one like you. The world needs you. Anyone can give up. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. But to hold it together when everyone else would understand if you fell apart, that's true strength. A bird sitting in a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking, because its trust is not in the branch, but in its wings. If you focus on the hurt, you will continue to suffer. If you focus on the lesson, you will continue to grow. Don't take my solitude personally. At times it tastes sweet being alone. At times applauding myself feels better than attention from crowds. You may not end up where you thought you were going, but you will always end up where you were meant to be. 20 years from on the most beautiful day of your life.
People change in 4 different seasons. People change when they hurt enough they have to, when they see enough they're inspired to, when they learn enough that they want to, and when they receive enough that they're able to. Those are the 4 times that people change.
People don't change unless they want to. Your partner's annoying habits won't magically disappear because you nag. Your friend's self-destructive behavior won't stop just because you disapprove. Your parents' outdated views won't suddenly shift because you argue. As the saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can offer support, share wisdom, even set an example. But at the end of the day, change comes from within. It's frustrating to watch someone you deeply care about make the same mistakes over and over. But the energy you spend trying to change others is energy you're not investing in yourself. Your job isn't to fix people. The only person you can truly change is yourself. And sometimes, that's the change that inspires others the most.
Dreams without goals are just dreams.
Come on.
And ultimately, they fuel disappointment.
Exactly.
On the road to achieving your dreams, you must apply discipline, but more importantly, Consistency, because without commitment, you'll never start, but without consistency, you'll never finish.
Here's a theory that will change your life. We spend so much time and energy trying to control other people and get emotionally affected trying to decipher their behaviors, failing to realize we have no control over them. We were not put on this earth to control other people's actions. It's not your job to analyze people's behaviors and jump to conclusions about why they're doing what they're doing. The truth is, you'll never truly know. This is where the let them theory comes in. Is someone judging you? Let them. Is someone excluding you? Let them. Someone ghosted you? Let them. Not only is this so emotionally freeing, but it also allows people to show their true colors, and that is invaluable. You are then able to make better choices about the people you want to keep in your life. This also applies to good things too. If someone compliments you, loves you, or admires you, let them.
Don't worry about the people that God has removed from your life. He saw things you didn't see. He heard conversations you couldn't hear. And he made moves you wouldn't make.
I saw this quote the other day. It's been on my mind for a while now. It said, true growth is when you're tired of your own shit. And that hit hard. You can literally feel when it is time to move into the next chapter of your life. And the thing is, your new life is going to cost you your old life. You ready to make that trade? Not everyone gets it. Because it's going to cost you your comfort zone and your sense of direction. It's going to cost you friendships and relationships. It's going to cost you being liked and understood. But none of that matters. Because those that are meant for you, they're going to meet you on the other side. And you're going to build a new comfort zone around all the things that move you forward. And instead of being liked, you're going to be loved. Instead of being understood, you're going to be seen. And all you are going to lose is what you built for a person you no longer are. Let it go.
Would you erase a painful memory if it meant losing the lessons it taught you? Can we truly forgive if we can't forget what happened? Can you truly appreciate joy without experiencing sorrow? Does questioning ourselves help us grow, or just hold us back? Do we see the world as it is, or as we are? Is our identity defined more by our intentions, or by our actions? If you could see the future but change nothing, would you want to know? Can what we dream about at night change how we act during the day? If happiness could be purchased, would it hold the same value? Would you choose a life of happiness without achievement, or a life full of achievements, but with no real happiness? Is love the ultimate truth or the greatest illusion?
I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is for the person that would crumble if someone hugged them just a little while longer. We don't always want to talk about how we're feeling. It's not easy telling people we're not okay. And most of the time we can't even find the words to explain it. You would rather force a smile than have someone ask you what's wrong. Because it's easier. The same reason you'd rather help others with their problems. The same reason you get up every single day, do what you have to do, and then just relive that day over and over again. The same reason you only cry when you're alone. It's easier. But let me remind you this right now. How you feel and the problems you're facing, they're important too. And I know that you would rather suffer in silence and not say anything. And so no one is there to tell you that. I'm proud of you. And you should be proud of you. You help others the same way you wish someone could help you. And that's only one of the many reasons you're so amazing. You're crumbling, and you are still willing to be there for others. You deserve more than a long hug. You deserve to be happy.
Stop questioning your purpose. Just know that whatever journey you're on, you can't be envious of somebody else. You can't look over in their yard and go, why ain't I rocking like that person? It's not your time. God don't want that to happen for you like that. You just keep doing what you doing, and there's no bad in your life. It's all good. Just be grateful along the way that God, trust God in this journey. He got you. Don't try to thirst to be nobody else. Just don't question when something bad happens to you. Just know that God's trying to make you stronger. And lastly, just be grateful for who you are on this journey. Don't try to be anybody except you.
The truth is, because there is nothing to lose, but because everything can always be lost.
The only thing I ask you to do is when life hits you in the gut, survive. When they say you won't make it, cry if you must, but survive. When they fire you and you don't know where you're going to get your next meal from, hold your head up, your back straight, and survive. I remember when they shut down the plant and we had 2 children, and I walked across the parking lot trying to get all my tears out before I got home to you. And I didn't know how in the world I was going to be able to feed my family. But I was determined to survive.
Even if you are doing the work, you're still human. So it's likely that you will still sometimes act in ways you are not proud of. Withdraw or become reactive when your feelings are hurt. Feel triggered for reasons you know aren't logical. Forget to use your coping skills at times they are needed. Say things that might be hurtful towards your partner. Engage in unhealthy behaviors that you are trying to change. Have a hard time openly and honestly expressing yourself. Struggle to set and hold boundaries with others. Unintentionally engage in self-sabotaging behaviors. Have fears and doubts when you feel a relationship is too good. Get overwhelmed and want to throw in the towel on doing the work. Everybody makes mistakes in life, but that doesn't mean they have to pay for them the rest of their life. Sometimes good people make bad choices. It doesn't mean they are bad. It means they are human.
The horrible thing about having horrible people in your life is it can ruin your faith in people. But the one thing that it does do, it makes you really appreciate good people. Yeah. If you can get past it, you could you don't appreciate sunshine unless you experience a lot of rain. You have to feel the cold to appreciate the warmth. And so you get spoiled otherwise. So
Today, I want you to think about all that you are instead of all that you are not. I hope you know you're capable and brave and significant, even when it feels like you're not. You've fought 1,000 battles, but you are still standing. You have cried 1,000 tears, but you are still smiling. You have been broken, betrayed, and abandoned, but you still walk proud. And you should smile, and you should laugh, and you should live without fear. And when you love hard. You're humble, beautiful, and real. Stick with people who pull the magic out of you, not the madness. The people you will always remember are the ones who made you feel loved when you were at your lowest. Who you were, who you are, and who you will be are 3 different people. Nobody looks like what they truly are on the inside. Not me, not you. People are more complicated than that. It's true for everyone. Even if you're not satisfied with your current situation, I want you to know how incredibly proud I am of your journey. You've conquered challenges that most people aren't even aware of. Perhaps there was a time when you doubted you'd come this far, but look at you now. You've not only made it through, but you will keep pushing forward. You have every right to shape the life you desire, one that reflects your true self, not one dictated by others' expectations. Everything will work out in the end. You don't need to know how. You just have to trust that it will. A Japanese legend once said, "There is an invisible red thread that connects us to those we are destined to meet, regardless of time, place, or circumstances. The thread may stretch or tangle, but it will never break. Where to remind you all that is destined will be."
There's nothing in this life that will destroy you faster than you being unable to forgive yourself for your wrongdoings. The you that was you yesterday is not the you that is you today. Today's a new day. Today's a new you. And so do not destroy yourself over a man that no longer exists. All right? You got to move on. You got to move on.
Don't quit. You've come so far already. Look back at the beginning. See how much ground you've covered. It wasn't easy, right? But you did it. Every step you took brought you here. Don't stop now. Not when you've proven to yourself how strong you are. Remember that growth happens one step at a time. Your journey is not over. It's just getting tougher because you're moving closer to something great. Quitting might feel like an option when it's hard, but flip that feeling. Every challenge is a chance to grow even stronger. Don't give up on the progress you've made. You're closer than you think to the breakthrough you're waiting for. Keep pushing. The hardest climbs often lead to the best views. Now repeat after me.